Charlene Stinger. Charlene is a seasoned marketing executive for the past 6 years and a half. Charlene managed channel marketing for Magellan GPS. In this role, she worked with Best Buy, Costco, Walmart, and other realtors. Charlene created branding and marketing programs, new products for the channel, and introduced over 100 different GPS products. This is Charlene's speech number 5, and she will talk about what do you stand for. Please help me welcome Charlene Stinger.
Okay, now first I have to tell you that what do you stand for is not going to be like Pilar or like Arash in their last 2 speeches. What I'm going to talk to you about is what do you stand for? What is your personal brand? And the reason that I'm doing this is because a couple weeks ago, when we did the 30-second elevator speeches, it seemed that some people had problems trying to figure out what they stood for. Now, I've been in marketing for over 30 years, most recently with Magellan GPS, with Avery Dennison, with Scripto Writing Instruments, Pactel Cellular. So I hope that you'll believe I have some credence to what I'm saying. So, what is a brand? Each of you in your own businesses are a brand. A brand is a distinctive position in the mind's eye. Let's talk about this. When I say the happiest place on earth, what is that?
Disneyland.
When I say just do it,
Nike.
okay, these are brands. Why are they brands? They're distinctive positions. You know it right away, what they stand for. What is your position? Do you have a position? You need to think like you are a brand. And what I want to say is your brand has to be functional. It has to tell people what you do, but it also has to be emotional. The happiest place on earth, that's emotional. It's happy. Just do it. That's emotional. That says power, speed, confidence. So what is your brand identity? It's also called the brand promise. And what the brand promise is what differentiates your product and services from everyone else who does the same thing. How do you offer superior value to your customers? Now, that's really hard to say for some people, but here's a tip. What I've learned is that if you think of one word and you kind of key off of that word, you'll be more successful in building your brand. For example, let's talk about excitement. Porsche. Absolute vodka, that's excitement. Confidence. Think about CNN, IBM. Sophistication. Mercedes-Benz, Revlon, Lexus. Ruggedness. Levi, Marlboro. So if you think about one word, it will help you figure out what your brand is. Now I'm going to pass around some examples of what I think are good brands and bad brands, just so you can see where it goes. For example, Callahan and Blaine. And I tried to find things that are local, that you can relate to. These are attorneys, and their brand is California's premier litigation firm. Now that's a good brand, but there's no emotion in it. It's very, very dry, but again, they could spark it up a little bit more. Let's talk about the Sports Club LA, the finest sport and fitness complex in the world. It's a brand, but there's no emotion. It's not like Disneyland, the happiest place in the world. There's no emotion there. Let's talk about Wahoo's fish tacos. Their brand, drop in, have fun, eat well. That to me is a brand because it has emotion. Have fun. So I'm going to pass this around and you can look at what I've critiqued. So what do you do when you finally come up with a brand promise? Let's say you have 3 different areas that you're thinking about. You have 3 different, slightly different brand promises. You know, this is tough to do. I suggest that you try to have more than one. And what you do is, first of all, talk to people you know. See if it's credible with them. Is it credible? Test it. There are free surveys online, like SurveyMonkey and Question Pro, where you can actually test it with some of your customers. See if it makes sense to them. What do they see you as? And once you get that, make sure it is in all your communications. Answer your phone with it. Put it up in your office. Put it on your business card. Put it on your brochure. Put it on your website. And next, don't change it. Don't switch it to something else just because you get tired of it. Because you really want to be consistent. You want to build it. It takes a while to build it. So this is a lot of work to do, so why do it? First of all, it will make you stand out. It will make you different. You will stand out in the eyes of your customers. It gives you a vantage point that your competitors do not have. It makes it easy for people to remember you. It brings a consistent message into everything you do and say to get business. And it will bring you out of business. So that's it. Branding is tough. I've tried to give you a few things to make it easy. Thank you.